Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Safety's creeping. He's checking. Crash. No. Off. Shift. Hatchet. Check 13.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check 31. Check 3. Check 1. Check hot route. Hot. Big edge.
Now Haskins on first down. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Geis with the carry on second down. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Double tight, guys, double tight. You got three down. Tight go. Check the backer. Yeah. Switch gears.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Heavy on the edges. Let's go.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Room here to run. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 57 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. It's our time. This is our time, guys. It's our time. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Let's get it together, defense. Let's go.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Check 50.
3rd down, here's Geis. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Wide, get wide. Under 10. Check.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And this one complete to Reed. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Reed, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. 7-7, our score after 1. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
56. You ain't doing nothing, you ain't doing nothing.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Second and 11 at the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Kill, kill, kill. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Geis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, this is Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Check 37. Check 37. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Watch the edge.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's taken down inside the 30. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check 99. Check 99. Back. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check 52. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. No. Bang. Rush.
Complete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
2nd and 10. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. Well, the Bengals, they widen their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 4, check 4.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He gets it in the hands of Geis. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
He's tight right. 3 down, 3 down. Watch twist. Watch twist. Slam. Slam. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
2nd down, Haskins looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. C.J. Ham as the first half is winding down. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Check 26, check 26. Shit. Watch the safety creep. Creep. Fresno.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. On the ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Pull it high. Go.
On play action, they'll throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Pilot, 64, weak. Check nickel. Ready.
On first down, Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And a short gain down to about the 33.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They stay on the ground. Geis again. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Washington, and even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and now it's third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Check line, check line. Show it up, show it up. Go. Tackle. Check it backer, check it backer.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his man, Boyd. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. Rip left. 5.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage.
Go now. 90 volts.
2nd and 12.
Again, it's Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on. Ready?
He'll look to throw. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 32-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Haskins now 6 of 17 throwing the ball, only 35%. But he does have a 1st and 10. Off to Geis on the screen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And this one complete to Reed. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go. Ready. 10 Lobo. Let's go, D. Step.
On the toss, Mixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
He wasn't ready.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Cincinnati, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.